Hi there, I'm Alex D. I guess welcome back to Let's Mod L4D2 series, which isn't a particularly scheduled series. They just happen spontaneously when I discover something or when I want to share some of my adventures or misadventures with making mods. In this case, it's gonna be misadventures this time. Despite how simple today's mod is gonna be, it's gonna be pretty important for a few small things, but I promise you, well, I don't actually promise you, but I will try this video to be everything you like about my videos, you know? So, today's video is gonna have everything you like so much about my amazing channel with like 300 subscribers, and it's gonna have drama, politics, mod creations, funny Eastern European accents, and you know, everything else. Yeah, before you click away, however, I won't like rant too much about the war, mobilization, or whatever. At least I'll try not to, yeah? Okay, to the point. You might remember, you know, I just was sitting there scratching my head and thinking, what am I supposed to, you know, replace the laser sights with, which is sensible, yeah? So I need basically to replace laser sights with laser sights. In my case, from Call of Duty series, Modern Warfare in particular. But what's gonna be just a pile of laser sight modules stacked on top of each other, like an ammo pile or something? But I don't know. And then I decided, you know what? What's rare and very cool to find? It's the intel in Call of Duty games. Yeah, those laptops which you collect and unlock cheats in Call of Duty 4 and unlock achievements in anything later, because yeah, well, in Black Ops you also unlock interesting things for collecting intel, but not cheats like enemies exploding into tires and unlimited ammunition, black and white color scheme, etc. Yeah, the thing is, they're rare and they're very cool to find, so I made this. And it's basically a Call of Duty laptop with a bunch of laser sights lying around, so yeah, you can just, you know, you find it and you see laser sights lying around, so you basically attach them to your gun, yeah? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, people seem to like it, but for radio replacement. I don't remember who, but somebody asked if I can do it or if they can do it, and at some point somebody did make this model, just basically hexed or recompiled for the so-called ham radio. Yeah, and at some point it got deleted by its original user, I suppose, and re-uploaded by Mordred, and Mordred is a piece of shit, and I will explain why, and hopefully it won't take like an hour and a half explaining why. First things first, he's an asshole. Like, just let's see his profile. I mean, what can I possibly add to this profile? Yeah. Edgy mug edgelord, basically. So, well, okay, let's not be that guy who checks user profiles and say, oh, this guy's a furry, oh, this guy is a brony, oh, this guy is a weeb, this guy is gay, etc. Let's not do that. Let's be, you know, polite, efficient, and have a plan to kill everyone we meet. In this case, anyway, this particular person is... yeah, he's edgy to the bone. I don't know if he's doing this like on purpose, just for the sake of being edgy, or unironically actually supports all of this crap. One thing is for certain, he unironically is homophobic and supportive of Russia's invasion into Ukraine. I promised politics, didn't I? The thing is, I decided that I don't want this particular guy to re-upload my mods or modify them or do anything to do with them, so I DMCA'd his ass, and yeah, at some point, well, this happened. This is a re-upload of the mod that already has been taken down by DMCA because I asked them to. However, just check this out. Re-upload because some diaspora faggot got... diaspora faggot? What is it? Diaspora... Okay, should I Google this? No, probably shouldn't. I won't like it. Anyway, got very hurt because I'm supporting the other side in the current conflict, and there is a link to something which we'll see in a while. To LXD CAD. Can you stop being a little bitch? Also, all words are censored because, you know, you cannot say F slurs on Steam, otherwise they turn into hearts and you can get, you know, community bans or whatever, which I really would like this person to have, like, for all eternity, possibly, if that's not too much to ask, but you'll see why later. Well, you already see why he deserves that. Also, you are a disgrace to your country. Well, define country. What is a country? Country is, you know, my homeland where I've been born, which gives me like education, medical help, and you know, its army protects me, etc., etc. At some point, myself, you know, joins the army and protects the people, which is pretty cool, I guess, in theory. Unfortunately, this is Russia we're talking about. And yeah, well, let's define, you know, patriotism and you know, love for your country in more accessible to you terms. I suppose if you're watching me and this particular video, you're a gamer, yeah, and you play video games, and sometimes you like video games, but they're like not perfect, and you want them to become better. So you go to the forums, discussion boards, maybe you email Gabe Newell to do something. I bet somebody actively does that, but okay, whatever. I'm derailing myself. The thing is, there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, you shouldn't complain about that. This game is perfect the way it is, and you should shut the fuck up and just enjoy it. And if you don't like it, like, uninstall it and go play other gay games. And don't touch our based game and from based game developer, yeah? Probably happened. You probably know this phenomenon, like people are so content with whatever they already have, however flawed the game is. With how much I love Left 4 Dead 2, it is a flawed game. There is a lot of glitches, bugs, and fundamental issues with the game, which, yeah, plenty of them were, you know, fixed and or improved in the Last Stand update, which got loathed by certain, you know, I would call them conservative people, I guess, because they just do not want any change. They think that, yeah, this game is perfect the way it is. You ruined the unique way the Left 4 Dead 2 feels because you added jiggle bones to weapons. Changed their origins from being here to being here. This is terrible. We don't want that. We're used to it. We've been playing this game for a decade, and you changed it. You ruined it. Yeah, we don't want that. Anyway, the same thing basically happens to, you know, you can love video games just like you love your country or whatever. The thing is, if you truly love your video games or country in this case, you want it to be better always. However perfect it might seem, it's just not. There is always room for improvement. There is always things to, you know, be changed for the better of whoever plays the game, of whoever lives in this country. However, there's always gonna be those people like, you know, this country is perfect. Whoever rules this place is perfect. They know better. They absolutely right in every way. And you shouldn't complain about that. So, what is to truly love a game or your homeland or whatever? Is it wanted it to be better because it's already good, but you want it to be better to be in an even happier place? Or you need to absolutely suck off whoever is running this right now, be it game developer or a president or government, whatever. Yeah? What is disgrace to the country? What does it mean? Why can I not be a patriot? Because I want Russia to prosper. I want its culture to be like, you know, not repulsive but acceptable. We all like the Gopnik memes. Yeah. Hard bass probably, etc. So yeah, for memory purposes, Russia is fine and dandy, but then comes real politics, these flags, anthems. The Russian flag and the Russian anthem is just, with how it's currently used, like symbols of Russian aggression, unfortunately. It's to the point that in Russia we have a law which precludes people from using, waving around the Russian flag unless they are actively feeling some kind of patriotic boner. Which means if you're using the Russian flag, the current tricolor flag, for some sort of Protestant purposes, you should not do that because it's outlawed, yeah. You should absolutely support your country's current politics and its current government, current regime, I would say. Yeah, otherwise you shouldn't be doing that, or you'll get like fine or jail or whatever. So they do not allow me to be a patriot because I'm a wrong kind of patriot. I want my country to be happy and not to be an asshole. And those true quote-unquote patriots, they absolutely want their country to be like massive power, kill every enemy around, everyone sucks, everyone is gay, we will all defeat and crush them, they're all assholes, ban this, forbid that, etc., etc. For the sake of our motherland. And what? Are you certain you love our country, or you just hate all others? Are you certain you love the country, the culture, the people, the memes, I guess? Or you love the president, like a loyal bootlicker and nothing else? You're not thinking with your own brain what's better for the country. You think, oh, this guy is the king, he is the shit in this country, he knows better what to do. If he says we should invade Ukraine, then we should by all means invade Ukraine. This is gonna be for the better of us. Sanctions, no, this guy says sanctions are good, so yeah, sanctions are perfect. Like, well, we have some slight difficulties with buying things, etc. But that's no biggie. We can make our own things, I guess, from thin air, basically. Even though Russia depended on Western imports a lot, like automobiles, airplanes, computers. Well, you might say that we have Eastern friends like China, etc. But the thing is, there's a lot of Western import which is now, well, out of the question because, medicine and other stuff, most of it isn't Chinese. So we have way less friends than we used to, and the politics which are currently used by the Russian government are detrimental to its success and prosperity. So I do not support them, but I want my country to, be successful and prosper. I love my country, but I hate the government. They are doing everything wrong, and they are normalizing war crimes, hatred, and other things which I do not stand for. I absolutely do not. And if you want me to side with the people that actively promote genocide, like they're all Nazis, they're all bastards, we should burn them and eat their babies and rape their women, because they did so for 8 years in Donbass or whatever, like we fight hatred with hatred. First of all, you don't know the whole story if you're claiming like Ukrainians bombed Donbass. You just don't know what really happened and why. Nothing was happening whatsoever over there until, okay, I derailed too much. Yeah, I feel like I probably should skip all of that boring stuff. It's politics, and you're here for the funny Eastern European accents and memes, I guess. Yeah, and mod creation because it's a let's mod video. So, okay, back to this guy. You're a disgrace to your country. As one wise man in Russia said, motherland is not president's ass. Yeah. So we should like make distinctions between do I love our president, our government, which are actively creating, this country a worse place to live, less human rights, more media gets banned, you get jailed for extremists and terrorists activities, gay marriages are prohibited, trans people are, well, being ignored at best, their sole existence, and all other stuff. So basically, you're either supposed to side with our government or you're an enemy to motherland, which again, for yet another regime, basically the regime steals the definition of motherland from people and makes them, if you don't like us, you're against your motherland, so you're a Western spy, traitor, foreign agent, etc. Which is not true. I do not get any kind of money from the evil West. And I understand there is Western propaganda and there is Russian propaganda, and they're quite awful, both of them, almost equally so. So the thing is, I absolutely have to like compare the two and find which is like less not truthful kind of situation. I wouldn't say I'm centrist in this particular question, because there is no question in who started the war and for what reason. And yeah, it's happening for more than a year. And if you think that I sleep well, I do not sleep particularly well, unfortunately. I would like to, but I just cannot, cannot not stay awake until at least 4 a.m. imagining how I'm going to, survive whenever I get mobilized or whatever. So, alright, back to this guy. He thinks I'm disgrace to my country, and there is a particular interesting link, which I'm not gonna visit for one very sensitive, I guess, reason. Motherfucker got DMCA'd by me, so he decided, oh, you know what, I'm gonna post an artwork in my Steam community, and I'll share personal information which I got via email because this asshole DMCA'd me, so he deserves to be like bullied or whatever. You can literally see my full address, my real address, my phone number. You can issue death threats right now, or you can use my email and try to hack it or whatever if you ever figure out a particularly long password which I cannot memorize. I have to, write things down into a freaking notebook, because if you don't write your passwords into a notebook, you're not doing it right, At any rate, so here's the artwork. It's a screenshot of the email he had. I already censored it with some pixelization and unrelated Gaben picture. So this is basically the DMCA text in all its glory. This is a modification of my mod, blah blah blah, re-upload, I'm not sure why it happened. I generally allow modifying or re-uploading the content I've created. This is true, this is absolutely true. You can always, hex my models to something else, change the textures, maybe recompile it on other animations. All I ask from you is, well, I guess it's now 2 points, yeah? 1, I want to be credited as, the original creator, because I spent time doing this, so I want this time to be recognized, and I want, you know what, this guy, he actually, invested some time into it, he made great effort, etc. Or maybe he didn't, and we should, go on his original item and comment, you know what, you might try fixing this and that, maybe make a model smoother, maybe do something with the textures, maybe change the colors or whatever. Constructive criticism, you know, it's not bad actually. It doesn't happen often. Okay, so one thing, I want to be credited. 2, don't be an asshole. This is a new one. I absolutely am baffled by having to ask this of you when you do this, but please do not be an asshole. I do not want you to be like homophobic, racist, genocidal, supportive of Russian invasion, etc. If you are prohibited from doing anything with my stuff, because I do not want to be affiliated with you. You're an asshole, you suck, go fuck yourself. It's the short version. Yeah? So, I absolutely do not want this particular disgusting creature to do so. This is exactly how I wrote it. This is a disgusting creature, I stand by it, and it's objectively true. It's not even subjective, it's objectively true. This creature is fucking disgusting. I mean, we shall, you know, check his profile later. It's very cool. You're gonna like it. Well, you've already seen some scraps of it, but it gets better. It gets better. They support the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the genocide, the ruination of cities, yeah, Mariupol, etc. It's not easy to look at. Of course, they're gonna claim that Ukrainians themselves did it, like it's Ukrainians who should shoot their own people, demolish their own cities, to blame it all on Russia. Yeah, that's just perfect. I am gonna believe this. This is like 146% true. Trust me, bro. The war crimes, the propaganda, all of which not only hurts Ukraine directly, yeah, they're being, you know, actively shelled, demolished, killed, etc., but also indirectly my own country, Russia, and people, and the world as a whole, because you know, I've already said that I love my country. I don't want it to be in this mess. Unfortunately, the people up there decided, oh, you know what, we should, you know, mobilize and invade Ukraine, and then everyone in the West is like, oh, this is not Putin's war, this is Russians' war, because Russians are killing Ukrainians. Who ordered Russians to kill Ukrainians? If the order was not... Had it not been made, had it not been ordered, yeah, Russians wouldn't be killing Ukrainians right now. If anyone else was in position of power, he would not have, you know, invaded Ukraine at all. You say what you want about Alexei Navalny or whatever, that he's a Russian nationalist or whatever. Absolutely wouldn't be like if Navalny would have been our president, he would have invaded Ukraine, and without the corruption he would have conquered it in 3 days. This is... I'm not even gonna, you know, comment on that. And about the world as a whole, you might have noticed that there's like some hike in, I guess, petroleum prices, or certain groceries become, you know, in shortage or whatever. It might not be too much to bear for like European countries, maybe Asian countries as well, and America, most importantly. But it's there, so of course, somewhere, someplace in Eastern Europe is in conflict, and it's gonna be felt by a lot of people, a lot of countries. There are gonna be protests, there are gonna be some shortages of certain products, etc. But oh well. Oh, and this. They justify the war by speaking about the bombings of Serbia, my favorite, and every single USA's war in the past, which is typical for such warmongers. This is absolutely true. You will see it later. You will see it in this very artwork later, like several seconds from now on. This must be removed. Terrible people like that will not be re-uploaded in my works. This is my policy. This is gonna stay. On a side note, yeah, there was some kind of glitch which did not have descriptions for a certain tick, but whatever. And there is like my address, my phone number, my email, and this is an artwork in Steam community. Anyone can see it, anyone can like dox me or whatever, issue death threats. You should maybe do this right away. Yeah. I'm not particularly hard, you know, to dox, bully or whatever, because I do not hide under some kind of persona, or I use my real name as my nickname basically in Steam. So I'm not particularly hard to find out and, you know, do whichever depravities you want to do with me. Like bust my teeth with a meat tenderizer or something. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the artwork. Some diaspora cut butthurt. Okay, whatever. And description. You're gonna love it. You're gonna fucking love it. Meet Alex Dickhead. Just okay. How do I do? Okay. Let's not do that. I'm gonna just explain why I'm doing this. So let's get back to this guy's profile. Yeah, there is some weebery in the background, which I don't mind. There is some, well, great vibes over here. Yeah, the name, the picture, the artworks, etc. Whatever this is, I'm not gonna translate it because I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it. Pepes, of course, to be. I think that's to be anyway. Indonesia. Well, alright, I don't like to be that guy, but I mean, come on, artwork. Based Taliban doesn't care, something, something, something. Taliban pronouns for LGBT were. What can I possibly add to this? Yeah? Do I even Z? Yeah, we're onto this now. Liberal tears. Yeah, right. Winged chud, of course. Yeah, I don't even know what can I possibly say in addition to whatever you see already. Like, this is exactly the person that I want my mods to be re-uploaded by. Anyway, let's get out of here and read this. How do I do the Taliban accent? This is gonna be cringe, but I'm gonna try doing this anyway.
It Alex Dickhead, just your average covered diaspora faggot. Also, this guy liked to tell in nonsense, an average Western double standard supporter on the current conflict. Have you ever heard of blind what American and NATO did to the Afghan, Syria, Libya and Iraq, or any country that their sea don't fit with their democracy view? They plunder their resource, kill numerous people in the name of democracy, sanction them economically until they suffer, and surround them with military base. Is this what the good guy do? In the end, having this kind of people is just a disgrace to his country.
Is it good? Is it any good? I hope it was, because I had plenty of fun with it. Anyway, they support the Russian invasion, the war crimes. They justify the war by speaking about the bombings of Serbia and every single USA's war in the past. Have you ever heard of blind what American and NATO did to Afghan, Syria, Libya and Iraq, on every country they don't see? This is exactly what I've been talking about. They didn't mention Serbia, however, because it would be too easy just to, you know, copy. Every single USA's war in the past, well, they could have been like Korea, Vietnam, whatever. But I guess Afghan, Syria, Libya and Iraq. Oh, well, since this guy says that Taliban are based, well, we can easily see the affiliation, yeah? What is this guy even doing in Steam community and all? Posting these vile artworks, these impossible, incomprehensible hatred. Disgrace to his country. Like, again, define country. What is country? Putin's ass or something better than that. Oof. At any rate, all right. So what I want to do now is make this ham radio, but myself, without the laser sights, without homophobia, without hatred, without genocidal whatever. I want it to be made by me, and that's it. I don't want anyone else to like keep re-uploading this, because I am going to keep DMCAing this. I will keep sharing my personal information to assholes on the internet who share it with other people, because that's how DMCA works. They absolutely will send your personal data. Probably I should say that next time I will be smarter and I will just write Gabe Newell's personal address and Gaben at valvesoftware.com, I guess, as my email address, because but then again, at least 17 people already know my phone number and address. Probably this is why I'm getting like spam calls or whatever. But they're all Russian, so it doesn't matter. And they're all something about, you know, teeth problems, or you have one something, so it has nothing to do with that anyway. Okay, so ham radio. Finally, we get to the most important part of this video, creating a mod. We're gonna need the original ham radio model. I already checked where it is. It's models props terror ham radio. I'm gonna unpack that. Go to just cut it over here. L4D2 ham radio, yeah, and paste it over here. Okay, close this because I already have one. Oh, I might as well close this one, because what if I launch? Is it gonna be like in decompile? Yes, it's in compile. Decompile the ham radio and using compile. So I'm gonna just copy this one, name it laser. Oh, no, it's not laser. Sorry, it's Intel. Browse and change ham radio to Intel, and now let's open this in Notepad. Probably you don't need the grand over here anymore. I'm working on some kind of file, but not sure what to do about it. The animations, the slot replacement, etc. But it's given me a bunch of troubles, so yeah, I'm gonna postpone it for now, I think. Anyway, okay. Oh, it has LODs. I probably don't need that, but I'm gonna keep it here for now. Surface prop metal vent, of all things. Okay. CD materials. Yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna download my own mod. Oh, I already did that, I think. Unpack those. Yeah, Modern Warfare Intel. Okay, here it is. Here's the materials that I need. Okay, I don't need that. Ah, I do. LXD materials, LXD models, and drop it over here. Yeah, I'll delete that. Modern Warfare 1 Intel. So I don't need the Desert Eagle, I don't need the laser sights, so I'm just gonna delete the Desert Eagle and the laser sights. And keep the laptop textures, because, well, they are. There's even a normal map, which isn't particularly normal. Ah, it is normal. Oh, cool. Okay. I thought it's like a flat normal, like on most weapons, but then again, this is not a weapon, this has like buttons and stuff. Alright, so we have textures now. And we have like material names, which is great. So it's LXD models MW1 Intel. MW1 Intel. C box, B box, idle. What I usually do is delete everything except the name of the animation. Oh, it has activities. It has activities. Okay. I'm not sure why it has activities, but we don't need like FPS 30 fade out, fade in, because it's just by default. It's there by default. Crowbar just adds it. You might as well delete it, and it will make no difference except make this particular file a bit smaller. Collision model, I'm gonna delete that because I don't bother with physics files. I keep them default so they don't like you know, have weird collisions which sometimes can break the maps or like fall through the floor or tables or get stuck on walls, etc. So yeah, we're done here. Ham radio, body group. Okay, we'll get to that later, but for now we're gonna save it. Okay, now let's make a mod, I guess. So first things first. Don't need that. Ham radio decompiled. Here's our reference. Let's just import this. Yeah, so why is Alex D against the war? Doesn't he know that America bombed Syria, Afghan, Libya, etc., Iraq? Yeah? Is this where we're at? Is this how we're all now? If someone bombed someone, then why shouldn't we bomb someone else? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Really? Is this, like, the only justification you can come up with? You hate the evil West so much, you're gonna support any war which is against the evil West because they bombed us or somebody else which are our friends? So yeah, we fight hatred with hatred. Yeah, but the thing is, as I said, there's propaganda on both sides, and I absolutely refuse to side with Russian propaganda or pro-Russian, pro-war propaganda. I absolutely do not support any wars, be it Afghan, Iraq, war on terror, or whatever else. However based it may look like. War is fucking terrible, and I absolutely do not support any of them. But what about... Why didn't you say anything against the war? Yoda, yoda, yoda. Okay. So here's our, well, it's kind of weird right now. We're gonna make it less weird by selecting everything and detaching it from this particular object, and it's gonna be magically fixed. I'm not sure why, but this is how we roll. Yeah, and delete the original ones. Okay, so this is skinned to the static prop bone. It's facing this way, so I need to like rotate this laptop over here, and I need to make it smaller, and it should be 40% because it's some sort of metric to inch system conversion thingy going on. 000, how it's gonna look? It's gonna be perfect. Yeah, it's right over the ham radio, and except I'm gonna like rotate it slightly to be more like in line with the ham radio. It's like 5 degrees. Yeah, it's almost like 5 degrees. It's probably 5 degrees. Yeah, it's perfect. I think this is what I'm looking for, except for the lack of the microphone. I wonder if there is like a mouse. I would place the mouse instead of the microphone over here. Well, also we have a black skin for this green laptop, but I figure that people just wanted the green one to be. They just want it to be a green one, I think. What do we have for materials? Laptop Envu screen. That's exactly what we have. And this one is self-illuminated, so it's always like, maybe I should make it unlit instead of self-illuminated. No, unlit is gonna be just, you know, it might even be better, but nah, I'm not gonna change anything. I'm lazy. I don't want to, like, you know, find out. Alright, now we're gonna skin this to static prop. Let's save as underscore MW1 Intel, I guess. Export as SMD. Thank you. Why? I sneezed my brains out. Yes, surprisingly I have those. Oof. Telling the truth right here. Okay. I'm just really wondering if there is a mouse somewhere in Call of Duty 4. Let's find out. Okay, backups, downloads. X model. Okay, it's gonna be scary.
Why, hello there.
Yeah, told you. Berlin. I don't want Berlin. I want something else. Where's the settings? I cannot see it because there is HUD of action along with like my face, so I can see how I look in the webcam. Active game code 4. Save. Let's search for like mouse. Computer mouse. Yay! We have a computer mouse in Call of Duty 4. Amazing. Oh, I think I had something like that. Wow, look at those textures, man. That's beautiful. Export OBJ, and it's gonna be. Did you open it? No. Comb, computer mouse, images. There we are. Oh, it has an entire computer over here. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it's not bad, but it's gonna make my mod slightly overly large, and it's not a separate texture for the mouse. This is a specular, by the way, and this is a normal map. I'm gonna have something to do with the normal map. I'm just gonna open this in Photoshop right away. And this is the color texture. Let's see it. Okay, let's close this and close that. Yeah, it's kind of yellowish. Alright, but yeah, it's an ancient computer, and I'm not gonna use that for the ham radio, even though I could, but not right now. People want the laptop. I'll give them the laptop. Yeah. All right. Close this for a while. Okay, we're done here. We're gonna pretend it's a wireless mouse, yeah, because those things exist. Leave as is. Now let's see, what do we have here? A bunch of identical channels and an alpha channel. So, okay, this one is pretty ugly. This one is not, and this one is pretty ugly again. Okay, so Jesus Christ. Okay, this is the keyboard, and the keyboard has, you know, keys that are not indentations, they're like sticking up. So going from left to right should be black to white, black to white, black to white, black to white. So white should be on the right and black should be on the left, which is correct for X axis, which is, I'm gonna just cut this, I'm guessing invert this layer, paste it over red. Now green, yeah, green goes like this, and oh, it doesn't matter. This is probably space, but it doesn't matter which side it, you know, the keyboard is located on the texture, because it's not about the texture, it's about the normal map, and normal map should be like black over here and white down here. So yeah, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna delete the blue background color. Yes, I'm gonna delete the blue and replace it with background color, which is white in this case. So the normal map looks like this for now. We're gonna do something about the specular map, however. It's not super important. Alright, let's okay, Intel A for alpha. Copy this and paste in current textures, Intel. Okay, let's see. Kind of what I expected, to be honest. Open this in Photoshop, but not over here, but over there, the tabs, because otherwise it's just gonna throw it as some kind of layer over here, and I don't really like it. Copy this one and paste in alpha channel. This is our normal map. I don't need Photoshop anymore, thank you. VTF edit. Let's import our new textures. This one is gonna be DXT1 because it has no alpha, and it probably doesn't understand that. MW1. What's the name of this texture again? Computer monitor. Computer monitor. Computer. I'm just gonna name it computer because it has everything: the monitor, the mouse, the keyboard, and maybe even the computer itself. Yeah, this is like a power switch for an actual computer base, so it's basically all in one kind of texture. Glorious. Now import the normal map we just created, but with DXT5 for alpha. Generate meat map. Oh shit, this is not the correct. Where did we save our photoshopped image again? I probably just forgot to, you know. Oh. It's probably this one. Nah, yeah, I just overridden this one, but not that one. Okay, cancel, close. A slight misadventure. Ooh, wasted a bit of time. Just replace that and re-import this thing. Yeah, that's more like it. And if we disable the alpha channel, it's gonna look like this. Let's check the normal map. Tick. And I'm not sure if it does anything, but it's there. Okay, now we got some more textures. It's not too large, I guess. Oh, it's 8-bit alpha. No, I don't want an 8-bit alpha. I want this texture to be slightly smaller. I'm gonna... 3ds Max, import W1, green open, images, this copy, back, here, yeah, and import, yeah, import this texture as, if we import this with alpha format as DXT5, yeah, it's missing the memo completely that this particular image has no alpha or full white alpha. But we're gonna just, you know, force it to be DXT1, so it's twice as small. It's not a big deal on this particular laptop D, I think. Yeah, I just named it laptop. And replace. So now we got these smaller than the normal map, because the normal map has, you know, the color maps and the alpha channel, as does this one. Now let's copy this thing and figure out the name of the material for the mouse. Yeah, I don't need Photoshop again, but oof. I shouldn't be rushing this so much, but I just don't want it to take too long. Backup, downloads, utils, computer movers, cut, 3ds Max, import, MW2. Yeah, this is gonna do, I think. Alright, now import. MW1, computer model. Here's our giant mouse, like super giant. It's 2.5 times as large as it should be. As always, we're gonna just select everything and detach it so the lighting isn't fucked up. Scale 40. Oh, 40. Now get us our ham radio back. We're gonna place our mouse right here and rotate it like 105 degrees, I guess. Wow. I made this mod even better. It has a mouse now. You don't have to use this horrible thing called the touchpad. Well, it's not horrible, but the mouse is better. Trust me. So, instead of... let's save. Oh, let's also skin the mouse just in case. I'm not sure if it's important for the static props, but let's just do that. Instead of being like, you know, this large radio and a microphone, we have a laptop and a mouse in the very same spots. Just perfect. This is mod of the year, definitely. Yeah. Okay, now delete this and export as, again, this thing as reference. Material computer 2. Let's just copy this name from here. I don't think we need 3ds Max anymore, because what could possibly go wrong? Don't save, because otherwise we're gonna lose our ham radio over there. Close this and paste computer 2 VMT computer. Change laptop to computer. And save. Okay. Now decompile, compile, Intel. Let's go to right there. Alright, this isn't gonna have any LODs because it's already like super low poly and there's no LODs, I think. I just don't want to bother with it. Yeah, it's LOD5, so it's like super low. Studio MW1 Intel. MW1 Intel. Define bounds, etc. I think we're done here. We should be anyway. Documents, 3ds Max export. MW1 Intel. Just move it over here. And compile. Should be good. Yep, our 3 materials, and we're gonna see it. What did I tell you? Mod of the year. And now it has a mouse. Such a quality of life improvement to an already perfect mod. It's a wireless mouse, trust me. Now we're just gonna, make our usual stuff. Not gonna bore you with creating preview images and stuff. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot and quit. Basically, I might as well call it a day because, I mean, come on, what could possibly go wrong with this mod already? Close. Close. Okay, textures, models, and now I need to, assemble the whole mod. Let's just go to my working folder. It's gonna be characters and props. Ham radio MW1 Intel. Ham radio MW1 Intel. A laptop and a mouse from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Yay. I'm just gonna delete that, move over here, models, props, terror, ham radio. Perfect. Materials, so the models, delete that. Move it over here, close, close. The mod is done. There is basically nothing else to do about it. Models, textures, and another info. This mod is 808 kilobytes large. It's the best mod I ever made. Everyone wanted this thing to be made, and I made it. You don't have to like subscribe to this terrible person's mods anymore. You can always, bully me into making things you want and not be like I just don't function in this world anymore. Alright. You know what I want to do now? Okay, so this is No Mercy. This is Bill holding an M16 over this radio thingy. Do I have anything for M16? I think I had like some sort of FN file because I was looking for file animations. There's plenty, but most of them are like you can only use short magazines, like, you know, those standard 20 round magazines instead of I would kind of like to use a 30 round magazine. Not many animations kind of support that because they, you know, tap the magazine or just hold it like that by the base of the 20 round magazine, which will of course clip into the elongated magazine. Yeah. Okay. Single player. No Mercy. Top finale. Bill. Let's do last. Doesn't matter. Do I have the M16 disabled? Scar and 60. Foul. This is the AK, I think. Breezy edition. I'm holding a name. Yeah. No Mercy, Rooftop Finale, Advanced Bill. I hope I get the M16 though.
Let's find that radio!
Couldn't agree more, Lewis. Let's find that radio. I did not adjust the volume, so it's probably gonna be louder than my speech.
Through here! Let's find the radio and get a hold of that pilot.
Reloading.
There's the landing pad.
You know what? Use this animation
Reloading!
We see the laptop, and we see the... We done here. It's working. We tested the mod, and we took the preview image, which is basically like this, but based. Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. The FOV is different slightly, but it's small details. Anyway, this has been an amazing waste of an hour of my time dealing with the drama, politics, and horrible people out there. If you ever see these absolute disgusting bastard, comment somewhere in your mods or in your, you know, profile or whatever. Just fucking ban him. It's an absolute fucking terror. I mean, come on, like seriously. Imagine, you know, finding this funny in 2023. Really? Based Taliban? Seriously? Seriously? Like, is this being edgy or just being an asshole? Just being a horrible fucking human being? Z? Yeah? It's just Z. It's Z. It's a very you know, it's a very comfortable, very simple swastika analog to have on your keyboard, so you can just press this button anytime you want to, like, be an asshole in general. So, with that being said, the mod is done. I'm gonna upload it now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, you know, DMCA this thing again. I mean, I might, but this asshole might as well just re-upload this mod again, and Steam moderation isn't gonna do shit about it, even though, you know, he's using slurs and sharing my personal information. Oh, there was a problem accessing this item. Okay, that worked. That worked. A few reports, and this shit got taken down. I hope this asshole gets a community ban as well for, you know, violating rule number whatever. I'm not sure, but sharing personal information is a fucking bad violation of rules. So you shouldn't fucking do that. Just remember that. However, yeah, be wary of this particular person. Murdered is his name. He is given nothing but good vibes, just excellent vibes over here. Yeah. And most importantly, please remember one thing: it's more important to support your friends than hate your enemies. Yeah? That might sound gay, not based, childish, girlish, weak, etc. If you think so, there is something fucking wrong with you. If you would rather, you know, side with people who kill, show how strong they are, beat people up for being wrong in their view, instead of, you know, rainbows, sunshines, and kittens and all of that, if you find those things not based and not cool or whatever, I mean, go fuck yourself. Yeah? Because you're evil, because you're an asshole, and you are on the wrong fucking side of history. Russian invasion of Ukraine is bad for everyone, especially Ukrainians. Ukrainians are strong, they must stay strong. Basically, the free world depends on them. And despite people like Mordred who are like, oh, Americans bombed those countries, so Russia should bomb those countries, I guess, which perfectly justifies all wars. Because wars happen, that's just history, that's just the way it goes. Like I said, why try and make things better when we can not? Where we can just go back to fucking medieval ages where people were burning the witches, doing crusades, marrying underage, by modern standards, girls, yeah, etc. That was cool, that was based, that was perfect, that just used to be great. Historically, it was acceptable, yeah, and now it's not because modern woke rules, LGBT everywhere, liberals, fucking filthy liberals, I know, right? Right? Shh. I don't know, guys. You're just walking backwards into fucking cave ages. I don't know. So please, yeah. I kind of lost track of my thoughts as always. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me, thanks for staying with me, and hopefully you will have a great day and a day after and many days after. Have a good one. Peace, and see you around, hopefully in some happier next video.